Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Nasir Azmi. Majelis number S7888. And for my team is going to talk about the how can airport hold 10 million passengers per annual. So my team wants to debate about whether it is good or not for airport to have not to have but to perform the airport can or not to have 10 million passenger per annual. So for me, I think every airport in Malaysia should be able to hold 10 million passenger per annual because point number one is accommodate growing passenger demand. So the passenger demand is not about the passenger, but it's actually the customer demand. In Malaysia, one of the biggest economic factor is tourists. Every year, there's more about 5 million tourists that come to Malaysia. So air traffic is increased due to business tourism and domestic travel. A terminal with 10 million passenger per annual ensure the airport can handle this demand without delays. For example, I can say Penang International Airport expands its terminal to handle around 10 million passengers by reducing long queues during peak travel season. So I think it is very crucial for each international airport to be able to hold 10 million passenger per annual. So I think that's all from me. Let's go to the next point.
Can I agree your point? Because statistically, tourist is more not stable and speculatively because tourism come with many. I think Dolphin Berth Terminal gives more economic income overall because for airport, it's mainly focused on tourism. Tourism not stable because tourists come with each season. For example, Christmas, something like that. Tourism day, something like that. Airport terminal income indirectly. For example, retail and food outlet, airline fees, tourism spending. For Dolphin Berth Terminal, the income comes directly and can continuously. For example, port handling charges, container storage, and logistic warehousing services. That's all for me.
Okay. For my point of view, we need to build an MPPA 10 MPPA port terminal because we need to then Dolphin Berth Terminal because we need to reduce congestion. Overcrowded airport leads to delay and check-in security screening, immigration, and boarding. By expanding terminal capacity, passenger flow becomes smoother, waiting times are reduced, and overall airport efficiency improves. For an example, Chennai International Airport in India expand its terminal facility to handle increasing passenger traffic. As a result, congestion during peak periods such as festival and holidays was significantly reduced, improving passenger comfort and operational efficiency. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Do you agree with that, contestant number 4?
Lawan lah.
Any objection, please?
I think they agree with us. They don't have their point. Maybe we can move on to the next point for airport.
Group 8, do you have any objection? Or do you guys agree?
I think the point is true because if you focus on tourism, so it can apa dia ayat dia you can fix the trend
congestion.
Because if Dolphin Berth is more economic and focus on money income. So the point is true for Group 7. So Group 8 can give another point.
Group 8. I agree with your point, and my point is, in terms of job creation, I think the Dolphin Berth Terminal can create long-term and skilled employment in port operations, logistics, customs, warehousing, shipping, and inland transport. Whereas the job creation in airport terminal, it generally depend on the passenger demand. So in the Dolphin berth terminal, it's more stable and long term. That is my point. Thank you for listening.
Alright. Good, yeah.
Alright. Okay.
Alright. I agree with Shahmi's point that his point is job creation, but I have my own point too. My point is job creation too, which is expanded. My main point is the construction of a new airport terminal with a capacity of 10 million passengers per annum, which is 10 MPPA, is a long-term economic. Like Shahmi's point is short-term economic, but my 10 MPPA is long-term economic, that which is support our country's economies. During the construction of the 10 MPPA airport terminal, it will be have the project that create the jobs before the 10 MPPA built. First is civil and structural engineers. Second, architect and urban planners. Third, construction workers and technical specialists. And fourth is safety officers and project managers. That's all from me.
Can I add something?
Yes.
So if you want to build the Dolphin berth terminal, we don't need a construction plan?
No, because yes, you also have, but
so what's the point from it?
Can you repeat again?
So if you need to build a terminal airport M10 PPA, you need construction plan, right?
Of course.
So berth Dolphin terminal don't need the construction plan?
But this is a large scale employment, a big employment, a big. Yes, like that, a big.
So berth terminal only need 10 men to build it?
Yeah, how is it larger than the berth terminal?
Sorry, I never see the 10 MPPA, but I think it's bigger than berth airport terminal.
Bro, it's 10 million.
Okay, that's all.
Huh?
It's 10 million, bro.
10 million, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, it needs 2
You can
Earths, bro.
imagine this, how big is it?
It needs 2 Earths to build
Bro,
a 10
we
MPPA, bro.
container, bro. Bigger, bro.
Bro,
Okay, guys.
10 million people.
Guys.
Container, bro. Which is bigger?
Container is not important that people,
Yeah.
bro.
So
People is more important because they need the airport to go to
Guys.
somewhere. To they go.
Yeah, it's true.
Dolphin berth terminal only manage container, right? So they don't need
Yes.
more people to work. They just need more people to conduct the technology or
It's not important. People more important than container.
Yeah, but airport they manage people. So if they manage people, they need more people,
Yes.
worker to handle the people inside the airport. You know.
Okay, that's all I need. Thank you.
That's all. Thank you. All right, we go to next point. Can I have some next point?
Next contestant, please.
Please, group H. Bro, can you take him, bro? 10 million people, bro. More important than container.
Container make more money, bro.
Airport also can make more money.
So my point is cost efficiency and height capacity. So a Dolphin berth terminal is a far more cost efficient compared to an airport terminal when handling large volume of cargo. Like we all know, one cargo dia punya size tu berat kan. So sea transportation allows thousands of containers to be moved in single voyage. Unlike air transport, which is expensive and limited by aircraft size and fuel costs. So, airports are not designed for large scale or heavy cargo. So, aircraft have faced strict limitation on weight, volume, and fuel efficiency. So that's my point. So, agree or not?
Ayo.
Okay, my point is that the construction of 10 MPPA airport can boost the tourism sector. Firstly, it allow the country recommended a large number of international tourists. When more tourists enter the country, foreign currency exchange tax place, and this directly increase national value. The country benefit through tourist tax as well as spending by tourists on accommodation, transport, food, and other service. Therefore, a higher capacity airport plays an important role in strengthening our tourist industry. That's all from me. Boleh?
Yes, I agree with you. But in my opinion, I think we should build the Dolphin Berth Terminal rather than a new airport terminal because it's more environmentally friendly. A Dolphin Berth Terminal is more environmentally friendly compared to building a new airport terminal. It is because the ship can carry 1,000 of container in a one trip, which means it use less fuel is used per container compared to airplane that burn more fuel per trip that producing more carbon. By building new Dolphin Berth Terminal instead of the airport terminal, yeah. Wait. Okay. By building a new berth terminal instead of new airport terminal, Malaysia can reduce air pollution. This will investing in a Dolphin Berth Terminal help the country transport goods efficiently without harming the environmental. That's all from me.
Can I interrupt your point? Because nowadays, big company has implement greener ships like using electric. Any electric plane that using right now? So as I stated earlier, cargo ship make more money than tourism, right? Thank you.
No, brother. 10 million people.
Tourism only attracts seasonal event. Like I said, cargo are daily use, right? Everyday cargo is running and stable. The demand is stable.
80% of our country's GDP comes from cargo ships.
Yeah, man.
10 million people. Can you just count the ticket? And then whatever can you count? 10 million people. And one ticket is 100 or whatever, 200. It can go to 500 and whatever can you count? 10 million people and how you count?
So do the demand every day 10 million people?
It's not every day. But
so cargo are everyday high demand.
Larger than Dolphin Berth. I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but I never see the terminal airport and berth Dolphin airport.
Quality over quantity.
Money is money, bro. Quality.
Why airports compete with other land use? It is because Dolphin Berth terminals improve port competitiveness by accommodating larger vessels. It enabling economies of scale and lowering shipping costs per container. And this attracts international shipping lines and strengthens a country's position in global trade networks. So in contrast, airport development requires extensive land areas, often competing with residential and agricultural. This competition can lead to social conflicts and displacement of communities. So Dolphin Berth maximize coastal infrastructure without severely disrupting inland communities. So that is my point.
Ali, bagi li.
Okay. So actually, I hear about the statement about the 10 MPPA airport will be stand 10 million passenger will attract tourism. While our the board obviously right we more about Taiwan. But actually, could you imagine 10 MPPA airport even though technically it can attract tourism right, but when it built at the wrong place, but not a place right. But imagine if Terengganu government they try to build a new airport could stand 10 MPPA passengers, right? Sounds good, right? But actually, what's the reason that attract tourists come to Terengganu? So that's many factors actually. So it doesn't mean like MBBA airport can 100% enhance our the tourism industry, but try to think about the reason behind it. So yeah.
That's right. I agree. I agree. You agree also? Okay, good.
Firstly, a 10 Mbps terminal significantly improve connectivity and accessibility. Business are more likely to invest in locations that offer efficient international and domestic airlines, as this allow for faster movement of executive, skilled workers and high-value goods. Improve accessibility, reduce travel time and operational costs, making the location more competitive for investor. Secondly, the increased passenger capacity create confidence among investors. A terminal designed for 10 Mbps signal long-term economic planning and government commitment to grow. The encourage multinational corporation to establish offices, logistic hub and service center near the airport. Furthermore, the development of a 10 Mbps terminal stimulate the growth of surrounding commercial activities. Hotel, retail outlet, logistic companies and business parks tend to develop around major airports. This creates a strong business ecosystem that attracts both domestic and foreign investment. That's all from me. That's all from me. Do you agree with me?
Agree.
I have something to interrupt. Can I? So, can you name a major airline industry that has survived long term without subsidies, bailout, or ongoing financial support, like what you mentioned earlier? Can you name one of the major airlines?
We have actually I think KLIA can withstand 10 MBPA airport. Those is generally Singapore airport, right? Even Singapore airport can withstand around 80 Mbps. So yeah, I think KLIA obviously bigger than 10 Mbps. But still 10 Mbps airport is quite a standard airport that can do many things that can boost our country's economy. Yeah. So since everyone doesn't have point, I will talk my point of view, and my name is Lee Ming Get, matrix number S80148, and I would like to say a new Dolphin Berth terminal will able to provide a lower cost per unit of transport compared to 10 Mbps airport, because it's an idea for manufacturing goods and consumer product that can deliver in a low cost unit of transport, and obviously it will help to reduce national logistic costs. So, do you guys agree my statement?
I agree.
Agree.
So, Group 7, anything you need to say, any point of view?
Okay, guys, I have another point, which is I think building a new airport terminal that can handle 10 million passenger per annum increase our nation's competitiveness on the global stage. Why I say like that? Because when a country has a modern or efficient airport, it sends a strong message towards anyone like we are ready for business, tourism, and international partnership. Airports are often the first impression when a traveler want to come to our country. If the terminal is outdated or cramped or inefficient, it negatively affects our national image. For example, in South Korea expanded Incheon International Airport into a world-class hub with a high capacity. As a result, it became one of the top airports globally and successfully attract international event, foreign investor, and millions of business travelers. This boosts Korea's visibility and influence in global trade and tourism. So if we build another 10 MPPA terminal, it allows more airlines to enter the market, increase international route, and positions the country as a regional aviation hub. This leads to stronger foreign investment, more tourism opportunities, and greater global recognition. In short, better airport make a result like better economy and stronger global reputation.
Again, if ports shut down for 1 week versus airport shutting down, so which causes greater national economic disruption?
I mean, my personal thing is port lah, because obviously port transport daily life goods to our country, airport, and that it plays a vital character. So I actually think about airport, right? But now the passenger from other countries cannot visit Malaysia. But actually, there's not really a reason that can make a port shut down, because that's impossible. Like COVID-19, that's impossible to let a port shut down. That will affect our economy. So I don't think it's really happen.
How to our country for just a measure to make sure our economy can just like Korea, because it's just different, right? Our income, our passenger, how to make sure we can get MPPA.
So actually, by building a airport that can afford 10 MPPA passenger, right? It can attract more foreign investors, such as when someone want to do business, right, with Malaysia, they need one transport that can help them to come to Malaysia without wasting time. So if we have if we build airport with 10 MPPA that can handle 10 MPPA, the investor or the foreign investor can come to Malaysia without wasting any time, because if our airport cannot handle 10 million passengers per year, right, per annual, the airport will be cramped, right? So they will get into long time to queue to get into customs. So if we put a new airport terminal that can handle 10 million passengers per annual, so more investors can come freely without having to queue for a long time.
Of investor is making money, right? So making money is more efficient for cargo transportation. And then building 10 MBPA airport for just investor. So the company investor have 10 million people to come in Malaysia. Then that we can also deal online nowadays. Thank you.
Yeah, of course we can deal online, but I think the investor also want to see the progress of their for example, right, they want if they send cargo, right, using Bird Dolphin Terminal, right. So they want to see whether our country can take care of their cargo carefully. So per annual, right, the submarines will need to queue for a longer time at airport. So if they queue for a long time at airport, it will delay their process.
Yeah, I agree. Building a new airport is kind of costly compared to a port.
The point is there, but not strong enough. Thank you.
Okay, for now I will say my point. My name is Hong Yan, SX 0747. Okay, why I support for Dolphin Bird? Because container ports are fundamental to global trade and economic growth. Dolphin Bird's container terminal is a crucial driver of economic growth, supporting international trade, manufacturing, and the supply chain. Containerized shipping move large, voluminous, efficiently, and at lower cost, where the terminal boosts cargo handling capacity, reduce congestions, and enhance global competitiveness. So it also generates long-term benefit for logistics, warehousing, transportation, and industrial development. So how about for you? And I also want to say that building a 10 MPPA airport terminal requires much higher cost with return development, dependent on passenger volumes and vulnerable to economic or travel disruptions. Airport mainly support tourists and service products in smaller economies, multiple than cargo-focused port infrastructure. The Dolphin Bus terminal offer greater long-term value and a more strategic investment for sustainable growth. So, just like that, my point. Want to know, our cargo is different from airport because we not need passenger and we can drop off just like container and investment for our other country. So we just can get just like a goals and we can get to improve our economies. For the cost, we don't need to just like worry about because we want to know active for 90% of global travel by volume is carried by sea due to its cost efficiency and massive capacity.
So cargo just need warehouse. But if airport, you need to the boarding place for people, for the aircraft place. So there's a big lot of space, right? Compared to the warehouse, just for goods placement.
It's the same question, I think, because you see airports they need to they has air just like what airplane right they need to press to put their airport to the airplane, so they might need just like a bigger cost to prepare a press to put them airport airplane. Okay, but for container they'll be just like strict because our container, our cargo will be go to just like go to international. We just no need to put in a press only, so that will be not be wasted. You know.
Actually, right. I personally think the 10 MPP airport requires higher capital investment. Right. Very honestly, right. Compared to new Dolphin Berth terminal, is actually I would like to say cost less and it offers a great capacity for containerized trade, and actually it's more efficient for cargo logistics, and it actually boosts industrial growth. So the potential I think is more valuable lah.
Can I say my point? Can you hear? Okay, a new airport terminal capable of handling 10 million passengers per annum is crucial because it directly spurs airlines' growth and expansion. So my point is, from build new airport terminal that's able spot opening a new domestic and international routes. Airlines only launch new routes when airport can handle additional passengers, more aircraft movement. So it can build a new opportunity lah for company for domestic by build a new route. So my strong close line is airline growth does not begin with aircraft alone. It's begin with airport capacity. So do you guys agree with my point?
Agree.
Understand?
The next point is yes. Okay, the next point is building a 10 MPPA airport terminal is a smart investment because it future-proofs our infrastructure. The reason is passengers number increase every year due to tourism growth, business travel, and cheaper airfares. If you only build a small terminal now, it will become overcrowded again in just a few years, and then we will be forced to spend even more money upgrading it later. A 10 MPPA capacity ensures the airport can handle future demand without constant renovation and disruption. The example is Bangkok Suvarnabhumi Airport was designed with a long-term growth in mind. Because of that, as passenger numbers surged, it remained functional and avoided several congestion. Meanwhile, airports that expand too late, like Manila's and AIA, suffer from overcrowding every day, harming tourism and the country's reputation. Okay, next.
Guys, I agree with Rahul because actually our passenger side in Malaysia is the one that already reaching limits. If we ignore passenger congestion now, our tourism and international connectivity will collapse later.
So are there any issue right now for Malaysia?
Yeah, we already have issue. You should watch news.
Can you pick some news for me?
Malaysia Airport recorded at 8.7 million passengers in a single month, which is November and December 2025, with KLIA only handling about 5.5 million just in November, showing strong demand. In early 2025, the aviation sector recorded 7% year-on-year increase in air passenger traffic, with major airport KLIA, Penang, and Kota Kinabalu all showing growth. Actually, you can find any news online if you want to know. That's and find more.
So if only pandemic happen again, so berbaloi ke bil airport tu? Wah.
Okay, if you talk like that, right? If pandemic happen again, every sector will terjejas. Every sector will, not only airport.
But when the last pandemic, people more depends on cargo, right?
Pandemic actually, I would say, for example, like a medicine or a vaccine, they will transport it with airplane because it was a very high demand at that time. They will not use the ship because it would take much longer time for point A to point B. For example, for the vaccine from China, to transport to Malaysia using a ship, maybe it take about maybe a month. But if using an airplane, it would take only about, I don't think it's more than 24 hours. So in pandemic, actually both of the type of cargo is very important. For ship, I would say it will transport stuff like machinery, like hospital bed, oxygen tank. But for airplane, they will transport a vaccine and medicine, or maybe a mask and all the SOP outfit for the doctor.
All right, thank you.
Guys, I agree with Nasir, but I also want to answer your question just now. Actually, airports are critical infrastructure for normal times, which is most of the times. Even though if a pandemic temporary level, the long-term trend is growth. Planning for future demand ensure the country is ready for recovery, just like we saw after COVID-19. For example, right, after COVID-19, Malaysia's airport bounced back quickly, reaching near pre-pandemic levels within 2 to 3 years. Even though there's pandemic, they just temporarily slow down. They do not justify for what you say just now. Okay.
So for all the problem you give, is that the reason you need a new airline? Because maybe for the airports development, they can improve their development, how they manage and face mini tourism demands, or the medical import export. For that, is that really need to build a new alliance?
Okay, you said like that, right? Cargo, right? Basically, many benefit a small number of exporter, right? They just only the exporter or someone who want to send a cargo will use it. But 10 million passenger per annual airport benefits millions of people, not only Malaysian, from tourism workers, SMEs, student, traveller, airlines, ride-hailing driver, hospitality, and retail sector. So I think it's building a new 10 MPPA airport is really important, because right now especially Malaysia right now Malaysia cannot handle more passenger. So I think building a new airport that can handle 10 MPPA passenger is crucial.
Okay, so I want to give my point about 10 MPPA. A terminal with a capacity of 10 million passenger per year is essential because it greatly improves the passenger experience. Modern facilities reduce congestion and waiting time at check-in, security, immigration, and also baggage claim. With features such as self-check-in kiosk, automated system, and comfortable waiting areas, passenger can travel more smoothly and efficiently. For example, KLIA introduced automated baggage system and upgrade terminal facilities, which lead to faster processing times and higher passenger satisfaction. This clearly shows that better infrastructure directly enhance the overall travel experience. So this development is necessary investment, not a luxury, to ensure the efficient and comfortable air travel. That's all. Thank you.
More, a terminal that can handle 10 million passengers per annum has a strong opportunity to become a regional hub. With this capacity, the airport can efficiently connect domestic and international flights, reduce transit time, and improve passenger flow. For example, Doha Hamad International Airport expanded its passenger capacity and successfully transformed into a major global hub. Today, it connects Europe, Asia, and Africa, providing that higher capacity directly supports hub development. That's all.
Can I give my opinion? So if we have 1,000 million passengers with 19% of exports goods, so how we want to survive with many supplies product rather than building the airlines, airport airlines? So with 19 of exports, that will grow Malaysian economies rather than accepting but my opinion is, if airport have
100 million passengers, but we, as the port management, we have 90% of export. So building the Dolphin Bird is more important rather than airlines airport.
Actually, cargo, for what you say, right, cargo can move goods. Of course, they can move goods, but only airport can move people, and people spend money on hotels, food, transportation, and entertainment. Passenger brings immediate and continuous economic income. So we need a new terminal because our growth depends on people movement, not just parcel.
Actually, we have many airlines, right, at another place in Malaysia rather than port in Malaysia. So how we can to handle the many of export supplies and goods?
Dual purpose. They carry passenger and cargo in the belly hold. Even without a dedicated cargo airport, we can move significant volume of goods via commercial airlines. So actually, cargo is not only transported by using terminal. It can also be transported by airport.
Especially for port, we are not handling the passenger but only the cargo only.